Hello and welcome to FatbossTV.
Hello.
And today we're going to be showing you another revamped dungeon.
So this is revamped dungeon number 3.
Yeah.
Or number 4 if you include UBRS.
Yeah, which we can't see just yet. And this is Razorfen Kraul on the Warlords of Draenor Alpha. So they've revamped Razorfen Downs, they've revamped Black Fathom Deeps, and now they've revamped this one as well.
I don't understand why. I mean, I think it's good that they're changing some of these older instances, because the older instances are, well, outdated as shit, some of them.
Yeah. But it just seems a little bit weird, especially because they didn't announce it.
Yeah, there's no announcements and it's not in patch notes. Apparently it might have been mentioned at BlizzCon.
Ugh, whatever. Either way, there's these rope traps everywhere, and they spawn mobs, and there's quite a few of these throughout the instance, and each one does something a little bit different.
Is this usually blocked off?
I don't think so, and you can't actually ever access that ever during the instance, not through the normal route.
Okay, does that not mean that they've blocked off half the instance?
They actually have.
Why?
I don't know.
Maybe it's not fully implemented.
Well, the thing is they've implemented countermeasures to stop you going down, which I'll show you in a minute. Either way, this trash, and to be honest, the trash in this instance is fairly simple. Some of the trash actually has mechanics that shows you what bosses do in the future, and I'll be showing off those pieces of trash. But the rest of it, you can imagine, oh, it does single casts and basic stuff. Either way, here's a mini-boss.
Okay.
And it basically does 3 mechanics. What it does like a line of vines on the floor.
So it's Zyra from League of Legends.
Yeah, exactly. It's Zyra. Then she uses her Q, which is like the big AoE on the floor. And then she is useless. Just is exactly the same. So either way, that third ability doesn't seem to work just yet. But getting hit by the vines is actually pretty difficult as a level 92. But I managed to finally actually get hit.
It is dispellable. And the roots last long enough for him to then land this, guaranteed.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that.
That's and it does like 700 damage to the vines when they hit you. So they hit quite hard. Either way, I kill him by throwing glaive toss like off the...
What the hell?
Yeah, his hitbox is a little bit broken at the moment. But then I decide, okay, let's have a little look down here. And here's the preventative measures.
This used to be completely filled up with boars.
Boars and undead stuff. But what you do, as soon as you go down there, you get picked up and, like, thrown off.
A constrictor tentacle. Whoa, that did a lot of damage.
Yeah, it does 25% of your health. So it just stops you from going down there.
Well, surely there must be some sort of quest or something that they might introduce so you can access that area. I mean, why the hell would it? Why would it be there?
I don't know. Otherwise. They kind of remove. Well, it's very, very strange. I have no idea why they do it. Either way, here's another bit of trash with the vines. So that boss was kind of showing you, oh yeah, look out for this ability.
Oh, another rope trap as well.
A precariously placed one as well. It's like facing a wall. I assume there might be a chest there every now and then, and there just wasn't for this run through or my previous run through, because I've run through this place twice now. Yeah, and that rope trap was just facing the
crystalline
wall.
shards, they're new.
Yeah, they're new to the instance,
at
least. They don't actually do anything special.
Totems.
But the totems are the cool thing. They're the Geomagnus. They drop crystal fire totems, and they like leave little circles on the floor. And if you manage to actually get hit by these circles, which is very difficult, once again, I'm trying my best to be hit by mechanics to show you what they actually do. But this one hits me here. It knocks you up and does like 600 damage.
That's pretty cool.
So you've got to try and avoid that. And that's actually a mechanic for a boss coming up soon.
Again, yeah. So they're giving you the sort of almost what they introduced in like Siege of Ogrimo, where the trash has mechanics that's actually on the bosses.
There's also another rope trap here that I run over. I didn't even realise it was there, and it actually pulls that trash as well.
And there's a load of neutral mobs?
Yeah, there's loads of neutral mobs, and I don't know why. Okay. I kill them all later, and nothing happens because of it. Okay. So I really don't understand why they're there. I didn't even bother showing me slaughtering all those people.
The boar boss is still here.
Yeah, the boar boss is still here, and he's actually really cool. I really, really like him. He's got 2 really sweet mechanics, and the first one is volley. And this marks an area on the ground.
That is sick.
It does like a spiral of fire arrows.
That's awesome.
It does actually mark the area on the ground. I'll show it to you in a second. But not like it marks a player's location, but you can move, and then
so it doesn't actually follow you.
It doesn't follow you, no. So he also does barrage, which I imagine will hit all your party. So you should face him away.
It doesn't look like you can dodge that either.
No. Here's the volley. So
this will just mark your initial location and then put a spiral around you.
I follow the lines to try and get hit by them, but you know. Yeah. So yeah, either way. But when you get into 50% health, he actually has one more mechanic. So otherwise he spams barrage and he spams volley.
Right.
Pretty much like every
Stampede.
All of the boars, all of those boars from his hut all run through. They do about 40 damage when they hit you. And the thing is, they kick up loads of dust. So when he's doing his mechanics like volley,
it's more difficult to see.
It's actually really difficult to see. But there are a limited number of boars. There is a limited number of boars. Once his little house empties out, The boars,
Right.
I show you here, it's completely empty. No more boars run through. And
okay.
that's that done. So I kill him off because there's no new mechanic loops.
I really like that though.
So here I'm showing off the stone chanters who spawn these solar shards, which basically put an area on the ground like a solar beam from a druid.
I like that.
And it silences you, so you got to
they're
actually move
totems
out
as
of it.
well.
They're totems as well, and once again introducing mechanics of upcoming bosses, which is actually the boss we're going to be going over to now. So I'll quickly clear this little bit of trash up here. This boss has like ads with it, but those ads are the exact same as the ones you get with trash.
Right.
So I just finished them.
That was there previously. From memory.
Yeah, they're not that interesting. What this boss does, he just spams woven elements on you, but he also spawns both types of totems. So he'll spawn the crystal totem,
which is the one that knocks you around.
knocks you up, and also do the solar shard totem. That's what's kind of difficult about the fight, that you're dealing with both of these totems at the same time. You have to actually do quite a lot of movement.
Although one sort of helps you from the other. I mean, if you get put in one of those beams, the crystal fire totem's going to knock you out of the beam.
Well, yeah, exactly. Those totems do have totem health, so it's 5 health. So
they literally just die instantly.
You can kill them, so it's kind of telling you to kill them. Either way, I clear the rest of the place.
Oh, Ramtusk's still here.
Ramtusk is still here, and he's in a Spirit Link totem, so when you do damage to him, it spreads the damage to the other two as well.
Got ya.
But they're not actually linked health, really. It kind of needs to tick to do a linked health.
Well, the normal way that Spirit Link totem works.
Exactly, and if you try and leave, it drags you back in.
That's
so
sick.
you also have Spirit Link totem.
Can you not kill the Spirit Link totem?
No, the Spirit Link totem isn't actually like there. But the thing is, your whole party will be inside the Spirit Link totem. I try and disengage to try and cheese it, but it still drags me back in. So your whole party will be
You're not
taking
linked
damage
with
as well.
him though, are you?
No. You'll be linked with your party
okay.
though. So like, say there's one guy taking a ton of damage, the whole group's going to be taking a ton of damage.
What the fuck are these bolt things?
Okay, so basically the two other ads either shoot you, put a little bit of AoE on the floor, or just spam Spirit Bolt on you. They're not actually that interesting.
I like the new animations of that mechanic. Whoa!
Spirit Axe is interesting. It looks so cool. I don't even know how much damage it does.
These new animations are awesome, though.
Yeah, but it's really, really cool fight. I think it'll be really interesting to see how a group kind of deals with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's a really nice little fight.
Yeah,
it's definitely different than him.
I think
just
the
having two
animations
little
are a bit
crappy
more
ads.
overwhelming than the abilities themselves. But
Yeah, well, exactly. Either way, I wanted to show off this trash because it's like kind of out of the blue and nowhere. They're kind of growing this monstrosity and it kills them all when it spawns,
right.
which I thought was quite nice. But all around this area, there's vines on the floor. So if you fall down, you'll take 25% of your health and get thrown back up.
Okay.
And this guy does an AoE shockwave. It's really slow cast, really easy to move out of, but it knocks you back.
Yeah, so you could potentially be knocked off.
Yeah, exactly. It does like 720 damage. So that's quite a nice chunk of your health pool if you get hit by that. And there's a limited space on the actual platform itself. So I can imagine some groups actually struggling with that guy. They could actually be knocked off. He's only a bit of trash. He's not like a boss or anything.
And there's a massive behemoth.
Yep. And what he does, he's like, oh, must maintain focus. And he's supposed to kill all 3. This guy has to wait around. Okay, there it is. Alpha is Alpha.
Alpha be Alphin.
So this guy, when you do damage to him, he spawns other ads. He's
it.
He's pretty simple, but I thought it was quite nice because you don't really see that sort of mechanic till maybe like Cataclysm. So it's kind of nice being able to see it a little bit earlier, which is pretty cool. So either way, I'm in the cave area, the bat area, and
have you still got to collect the bat shit?
Yeah,
what the fuck is that?
That's a bat eat like his mechanic, like his.
Hold on, is that the boss underneath him, the previous boss?
Yeah, that spirit boar's being eaten by a giant vampire bat. And all of his guts are all on the floor and stuff.
That is cool.
This guy's pretty simple. He's kind of like Zubat either, where he drains your life. But what he does, he puts a circle on the ground. Like you'll get like at Paragons or anything like that. So you've got
dissonance field.
Yeah, that too.
Essentially.
And what this will do, he'll explode one of them.
Oh man, that is cool. Oh, that's like Paragon's Heroic.
Yeah, exactly. Similar to
And it even ticks like Paragon's Heroic.
Yeah, it ticks very, very quickly when you get hit by them. But these Sonic fields are really cool, so you've got to move out of them. They'll be exploding, and
the boss leaps to them.
Yeah. He'll leap to, like, I think he's supposed to put one on each player, and he'll explode a random one. I think that's what the Dungeon Journal kind of gave me the idea. But if you're in it while it explodes, it stuns you for 3 seconds as well.
Wow.
So you got to make sure that you're not in there. But he just keeps doing that over and over. But I thought it was a really good fight considering how early it was. And it kind of made me sad that the previous boss was being eaten. What the hell
is that?
Yeah, the Timeless Isle toads have made their way into the instance. They were like, we have to use this model somewhere. So that's
a rare mob.
Yeah, it's actually a rare mob, but it was in here both times. So
Right,
it seems
okay.
like maybe a consistent rare mob. It's maybe a rare mob because it's like an optional boss. But what this guy does, each time, like maybe every 3 or 4 seconds, he'll leave a little patch on the floor, which will just grow out and grow out and grow out.
Nax shit.
Yeah, so you like have to keep moving him, or you can just sit there and face tank it all. Maybe if you have like a group of ranged, so the tank just has to sit in it instead.
Okay.
Like maybe
So you
could
just
do
kite him
that.
out of the puddles.
Yeah, exactly. And when you kill him, he actually drops a BOE blue. He's dropped 2 BOE blues for me each time.
Oh, nice.
Which is quite interesting. So here's the last fella. And this boss is actually really, really cool. His first main mechanic, what he does, he will root you in place, like for 6 seconds and do a little bit of damage to you. It took so long for him to actually do it to me. Bless him. It's called Elemental Binding, but it never hits because I'm level 92. But when you do a bit of damage to him, he spawns a totem. Now he has 3 totems, but at the moment it looks like he only places 2 per fight. And it's random which ones he'll use.
So every time you pull him, you get a new set of totems.
Exactly. So this is the blue totem, and this is pretty cool. What
You can't target. Oh,
These totems are unkillable.
wow.
So that
I
will
like
drag
that.
you in. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, and it does it periodically as well.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't do it constantly throughout the whole fight or anything like that.
I like that.
And here's actually me being bound.
Does he
for once.
always? Wow. Okay. Oh, so that's just a route.
Yeah.
Does he put the totems in the same place every time?
There's like 3 places, but you're only placing 2 at a time at the moment. But here's the red totem. Which is really this is my favorite totem out of all of them. What he does, it like puts like a target in line on you. So at the moment you'll see that he does a red line. After
Okay.
that, it will then throw a line of fire in that, and then it will spread out and do it on like either
What the
side,
fuck?
and then again either side while you're being dragged in by the blue totem,
Oh, okay. So you need to try and avoid it. Like
and you're being
I like that
rooted in
mechanic.
place as well. By
that
the boss.
mechanic is cool as shit.
The green totem, I've actually seen it when I did it before. It's really not even worth showing. It just spawns an ad, and it's actually really quite boring. But these 2 mechanics together, I think
Yeah.
it really does make the boss really cool. I'm worried maybe a little bit that you might be able to be insta-killed, possibly, with all mechanics going on you
Well,
at
that's
once.
good, man. That means people are going to learn early.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's pretty much the instance. To be honest, even though a lot of the bosses are really cool, the trash is pretty uninspiring at the moment, to be honest.
Yeah, and I mean, you can see just by looking at this boss room what you'd usually do after you've killed this guy
Is jump
is
down
you
and
jump
run to
down,
the
but you
beginning.
can see it's completely blocked off.
Yeah.
They've put up like thorns to prevent you from jumping down, and if you do jump down, there's all those.
Those vines, yeah.
Those
So
vines.
that escort quest is completely gone now, and I think they've really removed a lot of content from this instance. I think it's a much more
To be
streamlined
fair, it's not
experience.
exactly half of it.
It's
As
not,
we've been
no.
saying, it's not half of it, but they have removed quite a large amount.
They've kind of removed half of the like area space, but like the actual content in that area was like less than 10%.
I'm pretty sure that they'll add something that at some point you will need to go down there.
I don't know. I can't see it happening, to be honest.
Huh? I don't know. It seems a little odd.
Yeah,
But either way, I mean, it's just nice to see the new mechanics. I mean, it does give you a slight idea of exactly how the mechanics are perhaps going to work in heroics or even in the raids.
Yeah, well,
So-
definitely. And I think they do a very like this instance is very good at telling you how the mechanics of the bosses are going to work.
Yeah,
before you do the
I really
bosses.
like that, the way that Blizzard look like they're going to keep on following along with that, because it worked well in Siege of Orgrimmar. I mean, a really good example is like Nazgrim Trash.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you know, all the mechanics are already there. What are you doing, Alex?
No, I'm just having a little look around, so don't worry about that. So that's pretty much the instance. Next up, of course, we'll be checking out Upper Blackrock Spire, which should be awesome. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure you do leave a like if you like the video, and of course, we will see you next time.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.